we're starting the demo here, and I've just been asked to pick out how many foods?
3 or 4 foods, right? So that we can determine exactly what you're intolerant to. So this is just for demonstration purposes. What I did was I brought the food kit. We have 100 different type of foods that I can test on you to determine what you're intolerant to based on the symptoms that you're experiencing. So just for demonstration purposes, go ahead and pick 3 or 4 foods, and I can demonstrate to you exactly how we do the testing and how we do the clearing.
Okay.
What I'm going to have you do is take your thumb and your ring finger, hold it together. Thumb and ring finger, hold it tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull these fingers apart, and I want you to hold them tight for me, okay? Hold tight. Good. Tight. Good. Now take this hand and place it on the top of your head. I know it looks like a Mickey Mouse test. Hold tight. Hold tight. Good. Flip your hand upside down. Hold. Hold tight. It opens up. Why did that happen?
I have no clue.
All right. So let's just let's just think back for a second now. So our heart uses electricity to pump, right? Our nerves that run from our top of our head all the way to the bottom to our toes, they communicate with each other through electrical synapses, right? So there's all this current, all this electricity that's constantly flowing throughout our body. So scientists were able to identify we have these negatively charged ions that leave the top of our head, right? And it flows back to the palms of our hands and the soles of our feet. So when you place your hand on the top of your head, the negative and positive attract to one another, then all of a sudden you become super strong here. When you flip your hand upside down, the positive and negative repel, so the negative ions move to the lower part of your body, then all of a sudden you become weak. So this is just to demonstrate to you that we have this constant energy flow throughout our body, right? And so now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check these foods. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you take this dairy, and there's a group of muscles here that actually control your finger, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the frequency, the energetic frequency of dairy, and hold this here for me. And I'm going to ask you to take your thumb and your ring finger, hold it tight for me. Hold tight. Hold tight for me.
I am.
Right? It's open, it's opening up. So what's happening here? So if your body recognizes the energetic frequency of dairy, all the energy should attract to this group of muscles, and you should become super strong. If your body fails to recognize the energetic frequency of dairy, then you'll open up because all the energy repels and it moves to the lower part of your body.
So what does that mean?
So that means you have an intolerance to dairy.
Oh,
Because, all right. Now here's beef, right?
Yeah.
Again, so we're gonna put beef here on this group of muscles. Hold your fingers tight. Hold tight for me.
I'm holding tight.
All right. Now, again, you're weak, meaning that you have an intolerance to beef. Just to show you that I'm not, there's no magic trick. I want you to take this and place it on top of your left knee here. Hold this here for me. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to try to pull your fingers apart. Hold tight. Hold. You're strong. Why is that? So what I'm trying to demonstrate to you is like we have this shift of energy that's constantly taking place inside our body. So when I placed it on the upper part of your body, on this group of muscles, you became weak because your body failed to recognize the energetic barcode of beef, so the energy just repelled to the lower part of your body. When you place the beef on your left knee here, your body goes, I don't know what beef is. I don't recognize this barcode. All the energy just rushed to the upper part of your body, and all of a sudden you became super strong. So this is just to demonstrate to you like the shift of energy that's constantly taking place. We don't see it, but this is what's constantly happening inside our body here. So that means you have an intolerance to beef here. So once you find this stuff out, typically you'll be told to eliminate it from your diet, right? Because your body fails to recognize it, it's causing symptoms, it's causing inflammation, et cetera, et cetera. But with BIE, what we're able to do is take these frequencies. Let's just take beef, for example, right? I place it on our machine here, which is a patented device. And what we do is simply reintroduce those frequencies back into your body electronically through various acupuncture points, right? So what I'm going to have you do is hold this here for me. Just hold it in your hand. All right, so for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using a point right here and a point right there.
Right here?
Yeah, right here on the top of your nose and right on the side of your nose.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt. It's completely non-invasive.
Okay.
So
Oh my God.
just close your eyes. Yeah, close your eyes for me. Excellent. Does it hurt?
No.
There we go. Now we're transmitting the frequencies of beef back into your body so your cells wake up and go, oh, I know what beef is, and it's able to metabolize and utilize it correctly. And once we cleared something, you're pretty much good for life here, right? We don't have to repeat the same thing over and over again. But let me ask you a question here. Why did you become intolerant to beef in the first place?
I don't know.
It's usually stress related, right? So it could be physical stress, it could be emotional stress, or it could be environmental stressors. So this is what causes us to become intolerant to specific things. So let me give you an example here. let's just say you're on the DVP, right? And it's 9:15 and you had a very important meeting at 9 o'clock with a client. Your boss is calling you on the phone and is giving you an earful. And so you're stressed out. Your cortisol, epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenaline, everything's all over the place. And you're stressed out. You're having an anxiety attack, your panic attack. You're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And as soon as you get off the phone, there's a bagel and a coffee right next to you in your cup holder. So you reach over and you grab your coffee, you take a sip, and you take a bite of your bagel. But your body remembers that during the stressful moment, you were exposed to coffee and bagel. So it creates that cellular memory in a way. So next time when you're in a relaxed state with your girlfriends, having a good time, chit-chatting, and then you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to have some coffee and a bagel. Your body remembers, hold on a second. Last time I was exposed to coffee and bagel, I was really stressed out. I was like, my cortisols were all over the place, epinephrine, norepinephrine, everything was all over the place. No, I don't want this anymore, so it shuts it off. So you begin to experience a couple of symptoms afterwards. You go, you know what, I don't feel so good after that coffee or bagel. But what do we do? We ignore it, right? We just go, it's all right, because you're busy, right? You got work, you gotta function. So you ignore those symptoms. But now imagine that happens for 1 day, it happens for 2 days, happens for a couple of months, a couple of years. It just starts adding on, right? It becomes like a compounded effect. And eventually what happens is like the house of cards slowly start falling down and you're like, why am I sick? Well, what's going on here? So this is what we got to do. We got to get back to the root cause of like what's really causing the issues here.
Well, this actually makes a lot of sense now that you've really explained it. So does that mean that after that, now I'll be okay with eating beef? And I think you're right, because recently, the reason I thought that I may have a beef intolerance is because, yes, I was under a little bit of stress and deadlines when I had that steak dinner. I literally was. Both times that I had it in the last, 2 weeks, I was trying to unstress by having it, and then I just felt really kind of oozy in the morning, like maybe I shouldn't have had that.
Exactly. So this is what's really going on in our body, right? But remember, everyone's under stress these days, right? Who's not under stress, right? But it could be, again, physical stress, it could be emotional stress, it could also be environmental stressors. So in today's environment, we're exposed to so many different chemicals and pollutants and whatnot. All of these chemicals are completely bombarding our body on a regular basis, which causes these intolerances to take place. So no one knows exactly at what moment, what specific occasion did you become intolerant to beef. It just happens during a stressful.
And it was just like a trigger. And you're saying it just takes one, like just what you did right here, should make me okay with beef.
Yes, absolutely, right? So now that your body recognizes beef, we're just going to to confirm that your body truly does recognize it, we're going to just go ahead and test to make sure that's good.
Let's do it again.
Hold this here for me. Thumb and ring finger. Thumb and ring. Hold tight for me. Hold.
That is so interesting.
So now your body
So interesting. Well,
so your body recognizes the energetic frequency of beef now, so you should be able to consume and utilize and metabolize it correctly.
Great. So we'll definitely do a follow-up. And I think that this is a good alternative. And it's something new and exciting. And you guys only launched 2 years ago, right? So this is new and exciting to Canada. So we're excited. So we'll definitely follow up. Thanks.